How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Signs of the Times. And I'd like to start with something funny. There was this pastor who was new in town, and he was going door to door inviting people to his church. He knocked on this one door. He could tell that someone was in, but no one would answer. So he left them their business. He left them his business card, on which he had written Revelation 3:20. The next Sunday, someone had given them the same business card, under which they had written Genesis 3:10. Here's what they say: Revelation 3:20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anybody answers, I will come in. Genesis 3:10 says, I heard your voice and I was afraid because I was naked. And now for my video. A lot of people out there have a hard time understanding what it is that pleases God. And what exactly is it? It's living by faith. See, every time Jesus Christ responded to a problem, he said, your faith has saved you. Your faith has healed you. Your faith, your faith, your faith. There was a blind man who wanted to get healed. And Jesus said to him, be done unto you as you believe. There was when Peter got out of the water to walk on the water and he fell. He said, Lord, he panicked and said, Lord, save me, I'm drowning. Jesus responded by saying, ye have such little faith, why did you do? When the centurion had a slave who was more like a son and he was sick, the centurion went to Jesus and he says, I am a man in authority, and I know if I tell a servant do this, I know he will do it. If I say to another go there, I know that he will go. He says, I need not see what authority is like, I know what it's like. So he said, so it's enough that you give the word and it will be done. And Jesus responded by saying, do you hear this, man? I have not found such faith. Go home. Your faith has cured your servant. See, it's basically living by faith. Because Romans 14:23 says, whatever does not consist of faith of sin. And Smith Wigglesworth once says, I can get more out of God by believing him for 1 minute than I can by shouting at him all night. What's the point? It's not how loud or how long your prayers are that cause God to move and answer. It's your faith that moves God. It's your believing that brings you the answer. You don't go to God and say, look at my big need. You go to him and say, look, I believe you can do it. So whether the need is big or small, he does it because of the faith that you have in him. And Hebrews 11:16 says, without faith it's impossible to please God. So it's basically living by faith. It's us believing him that gets the job done. So basically going to God without faith is like going to a shop without money. When buying your groceries, it's a waste of time. So that's all I have to share. And please subscribe if you wish to. God bless, and thanks for listening.